And now I need to take you to the scene that made me understand why your existence is so significant that I was compelled to share this with you. There is a moment that occurs in the spiritual dimensions when a celestial essence incarnated in human form reaches maturity, when the pressure has been applied long enough, when the compression has done its work, when the diamond has been formed. In that moment, the disguise begins to crack, not the physical body, the energetic disguise that was placed over your celestial nature to allow you to function in a human world without being immediately identified. When the disguise cracks, your true frequency begins to leak through, and every spiritual being within range, light or dark, can sense it. Your moment of cracking has been occurring recently. You've felt it. Moments where something shifted inside you that you can't explain. A strange sensation of becoming more yourself than you've ever been. A clarity that appeared from nowhere. An intensity of perception that surprised even you. The disguise is cracking, and when it cracked enough for your frequency to become detectable across spiritual dimensions, it triggered an event that I witnessed firsthand. Lucifer convened an emergency assembly of his highest-ranking operatives, not a strategic meeting, an emergency response. Because what he was detecting from your direction terrified him in a way that strategic threats never could. He was detecting his own former frequency, purified, concentrated, radiating from a human being who had survived every weapon he deployed against them. The assembly was chaos. His operatives, dark entities of significant rank and intelligence, could sense the frequency too, and they were confused, because the frequency signature was identical to what their commander used to carry before his fall. One of them, an entity that has served Lucifer since the original rebellion, asked a question that silenced the entire assembly. It asked why a human being was carrying the frequency of a celestial being of their former commander's original classification. Lucifer did not answer, because the answer would require him to admit what he has spent millennia trying to deny, that God, after Lucifer threw away his celestial essence, did not waste it. He gave it to someone else. He compressed it into human form. He placed it inside a being made of dust and breath and temporary biology. And that being, that fragile temporary creature, carried the essence with more grace, more humility, more genuine beauty than Lucifer ever did when he had it. Because Lucifer wore celestial essence like a crown, something to display, something to leverage for status, something that fed his pride. You carry it like breath, unconsciously, naturally, without performance, without demanding recognition, without using it to elevate yourself above others. You carry what was once the source of the greatest pride in heaven with the exact opposite energy, humility. And that contrast, that devastating comparison between how he carried it and how you carry it, is what makes the envy unbearable. It's not just that you have what he lost, it's that you carry it better than he ever did. And every being in every dimension who observes the comparison can see it clearly. Lucifer looked at his assembled forces, and for the first time in the memory of any entity present, his voice carried something other than authority. It carried fracture. He said, "Everything I lost lives inside that soul. Every frequency I will never feel again. Every connection to the Creator that was severed when I chose my own throne over his. It's all there, walking around in a body made of dust, not even knowing what it carries, and carrying it with more beauty than I ever managed in all my millennia of perfection." Then his voice shifted from fracture to fury. "Bury it deeper. I do not care what it costs. I do not care how many operations it requires. That soul cannot be allowed to discover what it is, because the moment it awakens to its true nature, every lie I have constructed across millennia becomes visible, and I will not have a human being be the mirror that shows creation what I used to be." That order, born from personal envy disguised as strategic command, was the source of everything that intensified in your life during your most difficult season. The sudden increase in problems, the relationships that collapsed simultaneously, the financial pressures from multiple directions, the health challenges that appeared without warning, the emotional darkness that descended without identifiable cause. It wasn't random life difficulty. It was a direct order from a being who envies you so intensely that your awakening represents his greatest personal nightmare. And it failed. It failed because celestial essence does not respond to pressure by breaking. It responds by transforming into diamond. And now that the disguise is cracking, now that your true frequency is becoming detectable, Now that the diamond is forming and beginning to shine through the surface of your human experience, something is happening that Lucifer cannot stop no matter how many operations he orders. You are remembering. Not memories in the human sense. Something deeper. A cellular, spiritual, fundamental remembering of what you actually are. That's why you're here right now listening to these words. Not by accident. Not by algorithm. By frequency recognition. Your celestial nature recognized the signal in this message and guided you here because it's time. Time to stop pretending. Time to stop apologizing for being too sensitive, too intense, too deep, too different. Time to stop interpreting your nature as a defect when it's actually evidence of what you carry.